So let's see what that is. You have the Devil in reverse. This is breaking free, changing your mindset, getting away from patterns, behaviors, addictions that are no longer serving you and that you don't want to deal with anymore. This is a very intense card with the action. This means that you're really moving away from something that's been holding you back, and you're taking that new step in the new and correct future for yourself. Now, with their fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, like I said, they could not be communicating, or they can be communicating too much. We have the Death card, and that is all about changes and transitions, moving on. Something that needs to happen is catapulting this change. This is something that no one is in control of. It just is what it is, and everyone's just kind of dealing with it. All right, you're coming in with Opportunity Beckons. With your action cards and you're breaking free, this is you moving away from something. And trust. That's very interesting energy because, if they're having a chakra come up that, like I said, it's either blocked or free flowing, but it's the angel's message saying, pay attention to this. So I believe that there's been a transition, there's been a change, there's been some kind of issue in where the trust was broken. And I feel like you're moving away from that energy. This could be a work situation, or it could be personal or a family member, however it resonates with you guys. But this is an intense energy right here. Let's go ahead and pull some cards that are going to be for our obstacles and or challenges. Okay. Financial and material changes. This card always represents to me that this is a family member or a significant other because of the wedding bands. This is an attachment. This is a loyalty. This is something that you have bridged together. It's very hard to break this energy up. Fulfillment of wishes. Discontent and boredom. I feel that this is a breakup of a significant relationship for you. And there's no more vision. There's nothing to look forward to. It's time to move on. It's time to change. Heartache and loss and trust. The trust was definitely broken. I don't know if they broke the trust or if you broke the trust in order for you to move past this. I have a feeling they broke the trust, and something comes to light, and you find out what is going on, and that's where you move forward. That's where there's new opportunities for you. You could have broken the trust in this situation in regards to a third-party situation that you went with someone else, and that is where you're being beckoned at this time. See, it's going one of two ways. Either they broke the trust in the relationship with a third-party situation, or you did, because I see it on both sides. So if that makes sense to you guys, please reach out and let me know, even if you want to do it via email and privately, because I feel like there was a situation in each end of this relationship that you both were playing the field. I feel like they got hurt more, or if you resonate with this side more, that's where the pain is, because the trust was broken. I feel that if you were the energy that was having a third party situation, they found out about it and called you out. Excuse me, I've had a cold recently. And that's where the Death card comes in. That's where the change comes in, the change that they didn't want. And they're speaking about it. They're letting you know the trust was broken. You broke their heart. They thought it was a spiritual union. They thought you guys were soulmates. And then they have to think about it from the shadow side and understand exactly what it is that's going on. Here we have the Chariot in the upright. We also have the Five of Wands in reverse. This is moving forward. This is no more arguing, no more fighting. Three of Coins, teamwork. And then we have Seven of Coins in reverse, which is lack of success and lack of recognition. So I feel that there is a third-party situation. You were sick of fighting with this person. Whatever the breakdown in the relationship was, something came about on your end that opened up your opportunities for something that was more stable, that was something that was more even-keeled that you were looking for. And you didn't feel like this relationship was fighting for it anymore. The Three of Coins is telling me that there's teamwork or there's 3 involved. Seven of Wands in reverse is telling me that it's unsuccessful in either way. That's why you're moving forward again, because what you had stumbled upon is not what you wanted in the end, but neither is this relationship. You could be breaking up with this person because they're not being honest with you as well. I feel like they also have an underhanded situation going on their end, whether they weren't being truthful on something. It was easy for you to move on. I don't feel like one side is to blame more so than the other. I think that this relationship just wasn't due to work out from the beginning, but it was a learning experience. They're coming in with the Fool card, taking risks, starting over, new beginnings. All right, High Priestess in reverse, that's hidden agendas. That's something that's going on that they're not talking about. Two of Cups. See, yes, they do have another significant other or an interest that they're looking into. Here we have the Six of Cups in reverse, and that's looking back on the past and not being very happy about what they see. You know, kind of judging themselves and judging others. So their Two of Cups isn't working out either. You know, it's not what they thought it was supposed to be. So it seems that you both were kind of doing the same thing at the same time. So it kind of evens out. It is the most weirdest thing. Let's pull some clarifiers from the Witch's Tarot. This one's sticking out. Let's use that one. Tower card. I'm not surprised. You know, the Tower card is coming in to tell it that this was a forced action, just like with that Death card on their side. Something comes and it breaks down and it has to be rebuilt, and whether you rebuild it on your own and you move forward, however that works for you, but it comes to light and it has to be dealt with. King of Cups. This is all about being very secure in yourself and being very honest with your feelings. Oh, wow, look at this. 10 of Wands in reverse, releasing all the burdens. Here we have the 8 of Cups in reverse, and that's walking away, not really knowing where you're going because it's in the reverse. You know, there's not a clear path, but it is a breakthrough in moving on. Here we have the 4 of Wands in reverse. This talks about too many people being in a situation. It's also about imbalance with the Force being in reverse, and it's all about moving forward. Again, this is where there's a reinventing. You know, it's like a breakdown happens in communication and imbalance, but because of that, this is the opportunity to move forward. 2 of Swords in reverse, and this is making decisions. Again, it's not a clear path. The decisions are not easy to make. Nature. It is time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. I just totally messed up that word. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend time, quality time outdoors. This is all about moving on as well, guys. This is talking about taking time for yourself, revitalizing your mind, body, and spirit. Really taking the time to get to the bottom of the things that you want to do and clear out the energy so new beautiful energy can come in. This is about meditation. This is about getting really one with yourself. Get with that shadow side, but on the positive aspect where you're raising your vibration, and you've already gone and done the healing that needs to be done. So this again is another action card. This is all about movement forward and breaking free. So I feel that it's balanced on both sides of this relationship. Here we have denial on your side and choices on their side. They have choices a couple times. So they're making their choices as what's best for them. And you cannot be in denial of any of the situation. You have to, just like on their shadow side, the denial card on your side is the same thing. It is being honest with yourself and honest about the situation, seeing things for how it truly is. If they're making choices that you don't agree with, then you know you have to make sure that you put yourself first, and they will do the same on their end if they feel that they're being treated unfairly. But I really don't think that one of you are doing this against the other person. It just happens to be the cycle that you're going through right now. And because you had a relationship with this person, whether it was family, work, or a significant other, they're moving in their own circles as well as you. All right, so 2 cards came out for your angel message. And we have Yvonne, which reads, you have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. Their angel message is Akasha, and it reads, you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life missions. These are very beautiful angel messages because you guys are really good people, okay? You're on a really beautiful path. It just seems like as you collided on this time on Earth, you weren't meant to be committed to each other for whatever this represents. That you have other avenues to explore, and so do they. So just take the time that you had together and cherish the friendship that you have, because it wasn't to hurt each other in any aspect, but it just wasn't destined to work out. But you both learned something from each other to make each one of you a better person as you move forward. So please keep that in mind, guys, as you go through this transformation with this relationship. I would really love for you to let me know how things are doing. If you want to shoot me an email or leave a comment, that would be great.